Good morning, Donalyn here with a coffee and cigarette. Check my volume. Okay. Let's just say surviving concentration camp, surviving prisoner of war, surviving a cult. A lot of people from any of these groups, there are few survivors. Very few. It's hard to separate sometimes some of the things that went on back then because it was so heinous. Everything was so heinous. I've experienced witnessing people mutilated. I don't want to get into too much because it's going to trigger other things. I witnessed death. I witnessed them trying to kill me. For some reason, God kept putting me back in my broken little body. Going through flashbacks during these times because we did witness so many heinous acts. Things can get distorted. It's not in psychological terms, to a psychiatrist, it's not a delusion. It's part of your flashback. But they want to call it a delusional episode. It's not. There are not many satanic cult survivors. There are not many satanic cult survivors. That's why there's so few of us. It is so hard to begin separating a lot of things. Get a pen and paper, and you can redo this. Get a pen and paper. I'm going to put down a wonderful group, and I go to it. There's many different groups to go to: agoraphobia, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, dysfunctional families. There's so many different groups in here that you can, at least the parts of what you do have problems with, you can go to certain groups. Borderline personality disorder is something that is labeled also with post-traumatic stress disorder because you frustrate the hell out of the clinician taking care of you, and they just, okay, she's got borderline personality disorder. And the people that are in the borderline personality disorder group over at the group, okay, hopefully you have your pen and paper. And I'm going to put it on here anyway, so go to it. It's www.mdjunction.com, mdjunction.com. It's people helping people. If you have any kind of physical ailments, spleen, Crohn's disease, arthritis, fibromyalgia, but it also has all the groups for, I run schizophrenic. I'm a leader in schizophrenic, and I love my schizophrenics. I do. I just got out of the hospital for PTSD. It's complex, and you have complex post-traumatic stress disorder to the one I'm speaking to. And look that up. Complex means an overall period of time we were traumatized. And they put it down as children in cults, prisoner of war, concentration camp, etc., etc. You don't just have PTSD, honey. You have CPTSD, and it makes more sense. I forgot what I was going to say, but anyway, I do understand. I do understand. Schizophrenics, oh, I love. I had one in the hospital. She calls me Mama Cree because I'm Cree Indian, and I just sent her Disney's. There's from a bookstore. I called the bookstore and had them sent to her. Pocahontas and John Smith. She's in love. She's in love. And then she watched the Disney movie and cried because now she had her dolls to be with. So anyway, I love my schizophrenics, and they love me, and I think they're so creative. And so anyway, go there and start picking apart pieces, but also I said you my email. We can talk one-on-one, get phone numbers, whatever. It is not the best thing you have to do is get away from people who are attached to it whatsoever. There are ways, and we'll discuss that one-on-one. And anybody going through such torture, and it's not like a simple, I was in a car crash, post-traumatic stress disorder, I was raped once, PTSD, none of that compares to what we went through. There is a measuring stick on post-traumatic stress disorder. We almost got to the very top of the measuring stick, and going beyond it means we had died. So we were on the brink of the top. There is a measuring stick. People don't want to believe that, because if they have slight PTSD, and nothing about PTSD is slight, but if they have slight PTSD, they think they understand completely. They can't. They can't. They don't know. They don't know. You're blonde, boy, I understand that. Some wore military suits too with me. So it's hard to separate good from bad, you know, when you're going through your process of recovery. Uniforms will scare you. They don't scare me because I love my Vietnam veterans. Whenever they came around in the 60s due to, you know, a passing of a family member, and they came across, you know, the cult, and everything was settled down because they didn't want to be found out, I slept in trees with them. I drank Formula 44, which is old Jägermeister, and they did their booze. And sometimes they shared theirs with me. But when they came home, nothing happened. The others wore greens. Anyway, footage, extra on the news, extra devices of torture for the next night, you know, or that night. So I do understand. I'm going to say it again, www.mdjunction.com. I'm Ducky Dawn over there. Anybody who's got a problem, go there. Thank you for listening, and as Iggy would say on my rainforest, have a great day. Take care. And I do understand from experience. You go.